It's me again, Ghost Trader, aka Tank from the Matrix. And yes, sir, we back again. They can't hold us down, man. They thought they could hold us down, but they cannot. I'm coming at you again live. Excuse me. I'm coming at you again live with another daily market breakdown for today, which is Wednesday, September the 14th. Yes, so like I said, I made a pretty quick video yesterday. It was a pretty slow day, at least for what I do, with the CPI numbers being released. As you can see, it's the daily chart on the SPY. I'm gonna try to make another quick one today, and stay on topic without going off on too many tangents, because it was another very slow day as well in the markets. As you can see, look at the volume, very low volume, as you can see compared to yesterday, and basically, just on the big picture, we were bouncing off the support level as I mentioned on Monday. But with the CPI data released yesterday, we had a very very negative reaction, a gap down as well as a big sell-off day on volume. Biggest volume we've seen in the last 30 days was yesterday to the short side, and it looks like now another slightly red day, but a much slower day today. But it looks like we're going to get ready to retest this support level. If not today, then sometime coming up. We'll see, maybe not. But it looks like we're going to go ahead and retest this support level around 389 area. So we'll see. That's the big picture on the SPY. Looking at the daily action today on the SPY, as I mentioned, not really much of a gap. Like I said, it closed up after yesterday's red day around 393, 394 area. Opened up around the same area, so not really much of a gap. And look, today it's a slow day. I mean, look at the volumes. It's barely touching my threshold. Like I said, when it hits the threshold and then dies right away. Now it's barely even hitting 100,000 shares traded per minute on the S&P 500, barely hitting 100,000. That's a slow day, guys. Like I said in the past, that's a joke of volume. It's a joke of volume, dude. This is the S&P 500, not even trading 100,000 shares per minute in the first 15 minutes a day. That's a joke of volume, dude. Whatever. Anyways, so yes, it's a slow day today. As you can see, just choppy action, slow day. The range is like from 395 to like a $2-3 range, slow day. So just in general, how I'm going to try to structure this video a little bit different. I took some notes while I was trading this morning, just going through the thoughts that were running through my head as I was trading. I'll just share those with you guys and kind of go over it quickly. And then I didn't really take any trades, to be honest with you. I didn't really see any really good trades, any setups for me. The only one that I kind of was, even was decent was Shopify right here. I didn't choose to trade it. I traded it with very small size, kind of just as an example. I was expecting to lose on the trade, which I did, but it's a little bit of an example as an example of one of the first of all, it'll be an example of a losing trade, which is cool. I'll share that with you guys, and it'll be an example of one of the tactics that I've mentioned in the past of taking two shots. Anyways, I'll get into that later when I get into it. But let's just go over my notes for the day. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't watch out. So today is Wednesday, 9/14. These are the earnings for the day. Nothing to speak of. They're mostly small caps. I'll go over them briefly at the end. But yeah, I was watching these today, and I'll go over why. But yeah, the pre-market, the volume was light. Most of the volume was all in BS small cap names. Like, put it like this, like about 10, 15 minutes before the open, you usually see, on some days you see like many names, some of them already touching multiple million shares traded. Basically today there wasn't really that many names running volume pre-market. It was light. When you watch this for years, you can tell it was light. There wasn't that many names in the pre-market lists, and it was mostly all small caps. All right, there was no real earnings today. This is all I was thinking. All this pre-market already before the market even opened. So there was no real earnings today. As they said, it's all some BS small cap names that I have no interest in. So I'm thinking already this is probably going to be another slow day. Don't force it. There was some good premiums, nice premium session on, a decent semi-premium, but a good session on Monday. Yesterday there was some big crazy action with the CPI data. It's probably going to be a slow day. Market may need to rest, so don't force it. That's what I'm thinking already going into the market. And then yesterday was a big red day. So as I'm looking for setups, most of the clear sailing is more to the short side. There's more traffic, more resistance coming back to the long side. But now everything's too oversold. Like, it's hard to short anything now. Everything's too oversold. So I didn't really see too many setups. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking pre-market. So basically what I was watching, I was watching these names. Tesla I wasn't really watching. I saw a level right here, possibly from a sneaky pivot, but we won't get into that. It never cracked it. I was watching some names to the short side. Like, let's just get into what I was watching. So I was watching Google to these, like I said, I watched the names that have the potential of cracking the pivot levels. But I need second entry. So Google cracked pivot level once, but and look at this, and just whoop, choppy action. Never cracked second entry. It finally cracked second entry here, but as we know, that's too late. Like I'm looking forward to crack right away. This is too late. This is not a setup. I was watching Microsoft, same thing, very similar. It cracked second entry once, but it just choppy action and never offered some people, when I say second entry, some people call that confirmation. Like one of my first trading coaches, Average Joe Trader. Shout out to Ed. Average Joe's my guy too. Sitting there in South Carolina, chilling, man. Mr. Ed working on his hot rod cars and watching the South Carolina Gamecocks. That's my, believe me, I know Mr. Ed. That's my guy. I vouch for him too. He's actually my first real trading coach after I got scammed by Warrior Trading. Hey, Ross from Warrior Trading as an SEC $3.5 million SEC fine, SEC investigation because they're scam artists. Don't get scammed, people. Like, dude, just the only real teacher is the market. But one teacher I will vouch for is Mr. Ed over there, Average Joe Trader. He's a real trader. Not the best trader, honestly. Not the best at risk management. I'll be honest with my guy, but he is. He's a good trader, good teacher. Very good teacher because he has a background in education. But anyways, I digress. As you can see, it cracked the pivot level once, never gave confirmation, or never gave what I call second entry. Some call it confirmation. It did later, but again, it's too late. The volume's already, there's no volume. What is this? Microsoft running, come on. No. And they all did, Baba never even tested the pivot. Pivot's down here, 86.50 area, 87.50, I never tested it. BA, it broke it, but no, I do. Like I said, I've said in the past, there are certain stocks that I have a nickname for them. They're called get ready to lose. Like if you trade the stock, get ready to lose. BA is one of them, and SQ. Mainly BA and SQ are the top front runners on that list, the get ready to lose list. So no, I wasn't going to take this. This is whatever. As you see, like there's not really much action. We can go over the rest of the beta names if you want. The biggest one was probably AAPO. Look at that. Just what you're going to trade this, especially into resistance. You see what I'm saying? Look at this, into resistance too. You're going to trade that, dog? Into all this, you're going to trade? Go ahead. Yeah, you're going to trade that? Best of luck. No setups, dude. Like, come on. I'm wasting too much time. But yes, like I was watching some setups to the short side. Nothing cracked the pivot. And this is a sneaky pivot, but look at AMD. Like just choppy action on everything. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm good. That's pretty much it. I don't even want to take too much time. Oh yes. So I was watching Google or Shopify. I don't even want to get into this type of detail on this. These are my top two watches, Google. But even so after it cracked once, I was like, so what if it cracks again? Should I slam? I'm like, but I'm not going to slam it. Like it's still going to retrace. So I was thinking, neither one of them is a slam. I'm going to wait for retrace on both of them. The volume's dying quick. I don't know if this is going to be a premium session. This is what I'm thinking, like in the first 5-10 minutes of the day. I'm watching Google and Shopify, but I'm not going to slam either one. I need to wait for a retrace, try to get into a better entry. This volume's dying super quick, as I'm noticing here. It's probably not a premium session. The top beta names were choppy, as I've already said. Amazon, Tesla, blah, blah, blah. Nothing wanted to crack. Yeah, I already mentioned this. Nothing wanted to crack second entry. All my watches, I was waiting. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting, but nothing really cracked until it was too late. I did take a small. This is the theme for the video. When good setups go bad, when a good setup goes bad, spooky, it's scary. Oh no, you might lose on a trade. Ooh, scary and spooky when they go bad. Just kidding. I'm fucking around with you guys, but because this Shopify wasn't actually a good setup. But I did take a trade on it, just, as an example today. I'll go over it real quick, and then we'll be done. That's quick video today, guys. Nothing to speak of. So on Shopify, hey, you guys, who remembers when Shopify used to trade at like $1,000 a share? Remember those days? Before, hey, we won't get into it, but for this 10-to-1 split on June the 29th. Remember when Shopify had like a $2 spread? Oh, the days back in the good old days. It's funny. I bet you there's some new traders that have never even seen Shopify. After the split, they just started trading this summer. Anyways, I won't get into it. But why am I on the daily chart? No, we can start with that. We can start with that actually. So yes, there was a little bit of a pivot here on Shopify. Not really. It's not an exact pivot, but it tested this area 32.30. Then it retested it yesterday, kind of 30 area. So I had it as a pivot. But keep in mind, this is ridiculously oversold, man. It gaps down from 35. It's oversold. Not as much as some. That's why it was one of my number one watches. But still, I wasn't that confident about this setup. And look, this is the other main reason. Look at this resistance here. Like it cracks the pivot. But look, you have on the hourly chart, you got the 150 simple hourly moving average. You got the 200 hourly moving average right there. You have resistance on the daily chart. You got the support on the daily chart. I mean, the 10 moving average. This is not a clean setup. Even if it cracks, it's not gonna. That's why you think it got rejected here, because it's getting rejected off this hourly supply zones on the hourly chart, dude. If you're gonna trade the beta names, you have to look at the hourly chart. What are you, crazy? You're going to trade Tesla. You're going to trade NVIDIA without looking at the 60-minute chart and without looking at the supply zone. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Dude, like, keep your day job. Anyways, I'm getting hyped up today. But yes, so that's why this came. That's why I wasn't going to slam. That's why it's not a slam. Because the chart's not clean. And because of the overall market, and because it's oversold, and a lot of reasons, but it's not a slam. So I waited for retrace. Let's go to the 1 minute now. I'm almost done, man. I'm not going to take too much time in y'all time today. So it cracks here, right? Cracks here. But I'm not going to slam right here. Look, this is the pivot. I sometimes I make these in different color blue just for clarity. This is the pivot. It cracks. The pivot first cracks at and it's 3 minutes into the day. Then it establishes a new low here and bounces. So this is now the second entry level. All right. Imagine we don't even see this shit yet. This is the second entry level. Okay. The pivot is here at 32.30. Second entry is at 32.05. All right. Now we're waiting for it to crack the second entry or make confirmation or a new low below the second entry, below the pivot. That will be an entry trigger. All right. But and it does right here. That's the entry trigger. But however, in this case, as I meant, this is what I mean by it's not a slam. In some cases, you would want to just slam in short right here. Some cases, not this case, not in this case, not is a neither one is a slam. Shop is not neither one. I'm saying neither one is not a slam. Instead, you wait for retrace. So that's what I did. I slammed it, and then you're gonna wait for it to retrace. Like I said, obviously this didn't work out, and I'll show you, but basically how you minimize your risk on something like this, because it's still a setup. It could have worked. Actually, it gave you like 20 cents of premium. Anyway, we're not gonna get into it. But when it cracks second entry here, your initial risk has to be up here. The setup isn't broken until even here the setup's still working. Setup's still working. Only now is it broken. When it crosses back over that pivot level, that's when the setup is officially broken. At least in my opinion, the way I trade it, and I've seen probably almost hundreds of these. I've been trading this setup for about almost 18 months now. I've seen probably close to 1,000 of these beta name pivot breaks. All right, macro pivot breaks, beta pivots. Dan Shapiro. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Anyways, and not just him. I mean, everybody trades this way. Oh, my coach, Average Joe Trader, he trades beta pivots too in his own way. I mean, he learned from Dan too. But anyways, everybody knows each other. Anyways, so yes, if you're gonna get in here, your risk has to be back above here, and conveniently it was at VWAP too. So this is actually a point of congruency when two levels are hit around the same level. This macro pivot and VWAP on the same. So this is clearly the level of risk right here. The setup's not dead until it crosses back. So how are you going to play it, right? Are you going to get in here with a 30-cent stop? I wouldn't. Absolutely not. 30 cents is too big of a risk on Shopify because you're going to have to take profit at least 50 cents. Like if this thing were to slam down, say you did get in here. If this thing were to slam down to 31.50, you would have to take profit there at 31.50. It's a $30 stock, dude. It just moved. You know what I mean? So if you can't wait. You can't expect it to move a whole dollar. Like you have to take profit at least 50 cents. Look, I mean, come on. It just is what it is. So if you're gonna take profit, you can't risk 30 cents. Like if you're gonna take 50-cent profit, you can only risk like 10, 15 cents, 20 cents max, like to keep your risk reward ratio right. So you're not gonna risk the whole 30 cents. So how do you play this? Well, play it like this. Play it like this, dude. And this exit was a little bit too. This exit right here and this exit, I got some. This was a bad exit too. I pressed a button, but I don't know. Like I had to. I wasn't right. I wasn't clicked in on the right montage or something. So my order, I didn't press order. So I had to re-click and then press the button again twice. To buy and cover to cover my position here to stop out. And so because of that, I lost another 3 or 4 cents. No big deal. But I'm just telling you, like this is how I risk. All right. So. And this is an example taking 2 shots. So what you can do is, and I actually did slam here, just for an example. I waited a little bit for retrace, but so if you're gonna slam here, you can risk off this initial second entry level and stop out right, almost a break even stop, right? Almost a break even stop. So if it's gonna go down, fine, let it go down, but it didn't. Then stop out right away, stop out, and then but you can look to get back in short. Now risking off this. See, I mentioned it in the past. You could take 2 shots at a name, one risking off this level, one risking off this level. All right. So I get in at like 31.97 and I stop out at 30.02. I lost like 5 cents on this position. Out right away. Okay, then I'm waiting. I'm like, I'm gonna give it one more shot. And like I said, I really love this setup. I took a very small size. You know, this kind of just for an example, so I have something to share today. But yes. So I took another shot here. Once I got into the 20s, I'm like, all right, I can risk like another 5 cents here. So I got in at like 32.25. I wanted to stop out at right over 30. But like I said, I got a little bit more slippage, so I ended up at like closer to 40. But like I said, I lost like 10 cents here. You only have to risk like 5 or 10 cents on these. If it worked, it could have worked right there, or it could have retraced and worked right here. Now I know the setup's dead. All right, so this is a losing trade. Ooh, when trades get spooky, when you lose, does this really look that spooky though? Like, how much did I lose on this, dude? You know what I mean? I don't hold with hopium. Sorry, no hopium here. Anyways, there you go, man. I'm done for the day. That's it for today. I guess the lesson for the day is, man, don't force into a low volume choppy market. And if you do force, stop out quick. Stop out quick and know your levels. All right, guys. So again, I'm back again, baby. I got 3 in a row. That's 3 days in a row videos for y'all. I'm gonna try to come every day this week, and I'll be back again tomorrow, man. Ghost Trader, tank for the Matrix. I'm not gonna say perfect plan. I didn't even my plan wasn't perfect today. No perfect plan today, but you know, best of luck to everybody, man. Signing off now.